Stars Are Gone. This is a game called The Stars Are Gone. There's no music here. I wonder why. Oh, wait, it's just really quiet, but also there's no music. Let's switch category. Yep, everything's turned down. This is The Stars Are Gone. I'm going to reset the timer. Let's play the timer and click New Game. The music is gone. Hamburger in the top right corner. To be fair, you're smart enough to enter your legit info into a game. That's on you. Hey, I don't know. Don't know what to... All things in this world must die. Life inexorably flows towards death. None can escape it. Inexorably is a smart word. This game is smarter than me. 10 out of 10. With time, the body grows feeble, brittle, unable to support its own weight. That sounds familiar. The flesh rots, the bones crumble. Eventually there'll be no trace that it lived at all. Mountains become dust, oceans evaporate. The stars in the south will burn out, and the universe will be enveloped in darkness. But why? Answers cannot be found without perspective. You who shall walk amongst the living and the dying, you are to gain this perspective and perhaps find an answer if one exists. What are the last? What is your credit card number and the 3 digits on the back of the card? First, you must shape your identity. What do you wish to be called? Okay, I'm going to be called the first 2 letters of everyone I know that is in chat. R-E for Rame. Raylu for Lunasis. Poo. Raylu Poo. B. Gotta have me in there. Raylu Puka B. That's all of us. What's happening on the controls? I don't know. Raylu, that's us. All together, we've become one being. Raylu Pukabe. Your name will be Raylu Pukabe. Is this acceptable? Yes. How do you wish to be perceived? Well, obviously we're androgynous. You'll be referred to as they, them. Is this acceptable? No, I want to be they, fae. Oh, well, I don't get a choice of my pronouns? Okay. Yes. Very well. Go Raylu Pukabe. We've been assimilated. Resistance was futile. Ha 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 ha. We are all together. Raylu Pukabe. See it with your own eyes. Know this world. Know its people. Know its end. Okay. We are Raylu Pukabe. So are they going to call us Raylu Pukabe or they, them now? You know how pronouns work, right? It's just like, you know, if they call us specifically by, they can either call us specifically by our name or by they, thems. But I wanted to choose different pronouns because we are many. I mean, technically they can be a singular and plural pronoun, but hey. Agitated voice. Who's there? Who's this? How did you... Who are you? If you're another one of those things from down there, I'll... Yeah, you could always call me me. The woman reaches for her weapon. Draw your own weapon. You'll regret this. Stop. Stop. Soft voice. You make a habit of pointing that spear at every new person you come across. We've all been on edge lately, but you must remember to keep your composure. Senseless outbursts like this help no one. You're right. The armored woman lowers her weapon. My apologies. That was unbecoming of me. The Borg, them Borgs. they Borg, them Borgs. I suppose proper introductions are in order. I am Ida. I am Steve. Sorry. I am Ida, shield bearer to the Septentrian royal crown. Former shield bearer, I suppose. My name is Agnes. I'm not much for titles. Would you tell us your name? Say nothing. It would be fun if you killed them anyways. Yeah, I'm going for a little bit of a chaotic personality with my choices. It's interesting how this game is sort of leaning into choices quite a bit. I wonder how much the choices actually matter. It'd be quite fun if they did. Ida tightens her grip on her weapon. I suppose I can't blame you for being wary of us. I'm just gripping the weapon. It's not like I'm going to use it or anything. given your first encounter very nearly resulted in you being skewered. Let us speak further back at the camp. It could be dangerous here. What? I don't want you to join me in my party. I didn't give you permission to make us a party. Also, there's no music. It's quite silent, isn't it? Can't go back in, can we? Now we go back in here and we sleep. Go back! Let us go back! No, we can't. Oopsies. We are Relupucabe. I want to be a lone wolf. I want to be a billionaire so very bad. Buying all the treats I never had. I accidentally skipped Ida's dialogue. Sorry, Ida. It's certainly unsettling seeing a completely empty sky. Thought that was just the div forgot to add a sky in there. Who's this? We found them wandering around the old ruins. I suppose they'd gotten lost on their way here. This is Daniel. He's... You? Something's different about you. Feels like he's looking straight through you. Do you know why you're here? Yes. He's always like this. Quite frankly, I can't stand him. He deserves some credit for helping us navigate through the manifold, but... What are you talking about? Wait, you actually don't know? I suppose... I suppose it was never exactly common knowledge, was his accent. It's an accent. But surely you didn't come all this way without knowing what's here, right? Say nothing. You really don't know? Well, to put it simply, the manifold is... It's how we're going to bring back the stars. Ida, you don't know that. That very well might be impossible. But you don't know that either. This is the only lead any of us have gotten for anything. There has to be something in there that can help us save everyone. I can't let anyone else die because I failed to act. Perhaps it'll be better if you saw it yourself. Okay, let's see it ourselves. That shield is better than Ida. Yeah, very big shield. Oh, what's here? Who died? Man, these graves are here having a very bad time because they can't see because the fence is right in front of them. Okay, this has nothing in it. I hope it doesn't seem to have any proper raison for being there. Unless... Abandoned shack. I die when there's no star at night. Indeed. And when I stare into the mirror, I silent. Can't go down the well and see it that the chest is at the bottom? Harumph. Okay, I guess nowhere else to go. About time you got here. I was about to head in without you. Oh, don't worry. I don't think we'd miss you much if you got lost on your own down there. Agnes turns to you. The manifold is in there. It's an aberrant space that manifested deep within the catacombs. No one knows why it appeared, though I have my theories. Obviously, it has something to do with the stars vanishing. That's certainly possible, but we don't know for sure. That's exactly why we need to investigate it, I suppose. Daniel turns to you. You have a sword? I assume you know how to fight. I love violence. No, I don't. I don't like that. I only fight when I have to. You will have to. There are things down there that will tear you apart if you can't defend yourself. That's why we all need to stick together. But now that there's 4 of us, our chances just got that much better. That's true, assuming they're willing to go down there. The nameplate is not there. I hate to ask this, but especially with how dangerous the manifold is, but will you join us? No. Cannot run from... I guess there's like, yeah, some like overarching like control, you know, god or whatever that is stopping us from, you know, not achieving our quote-unquote destiny. Yes, you have my gratitude. I know I had doubts about you earlier, but glad to have you on board. Well, it wasn't my first choice to join, so I guess my choice wasn't mine. I hope you don't regret this decision later. Now then, we should make sure we're properly prepared before we go in. Let us know when you're ready. Device is inactive. What do you want? I'm not here to make small talk. If you're ready to go, then let's go. Surely this new guy won't backstab us. No, yeah. Well, I mean... Hey, sorry again about what happened earlier. I've been real stressed lately. I guess it's really pretty obvious why, right? No, that's no excuse. Well, either way, you don't have to worry about anything. I'll make sure we all get through this alive. Okay, my voices for each character have changed, but I'm trying to keep them, you know, generally okay. Are you ready to go? Do you need more time? I'll be right here when you're ready. Well, I hope so. Hope you don't go anywhere, because you're not going anywhere without me for reals. All right, let's go. I mean, yeah, that was the American. Watch your step. This place is crawling with... Actually, we're not really sure what they are. They seem to be malignant spirits. Perhaps they don't take kindly to our treading on their resting place. Whatever they are, stay on guard. The gap would be possible if you laid some planks across. I wonder if we need some planks, maybe. Here we go, the on-screen... Have I become that guy that actually does not like on-screen enemies? I think I've become that guy. Whenever I see on-screen enemies, I just rant a little bit, because look how far I've got without interacting with any enemies. And yet they should, you know, be somewhat... What's it called? Required, right? Yep, we could place an explosive. Oh, we don't even need some planks then. Maybe, see, if the enemies on screen sort of present themselves in small corridors, you know, then it might be fine, but like, I don't know. Wood planks. Oh, so we have the wood planks for going across there? Sure. Oh, don't need that. Phineas hating ocean game. Didn't say that. Oops, I didn't mean to go down. I wanted to get that. But yeah, I think it's more a mapping issue. Maybe, yeah, because you could literally go around this without using planks. I just realized. Didn't need to use those planks. But I just, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just the overall idea. Okay, let's see. And see if I can't get through this, maybe I need to grind, you know? Steel Flurry. Well, that's pretty loud. Just attack. Greater Flame. Mark for death. Nope, the enemies seem pretty easy. So I don't know why I needed to grind for that. Oopsie. Oh no, I didn't mean to guard. Okay. Oh, I like that guarding restores MP though. But I am the type of guy who kind of would have standing encounters and like at choke points, and then you get to decide which creatures you have. But that's just my personal preference. But yeah, or randomized. I'm actually the kind of guy that doesn't mind random encounters too much. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe just RPGs in general. I don't know. What do my favorite RPGs do? Do they do on screen? What did Omori do? What did Lisa do? I think they did random, did they? Yeah, random. Maybe I'm just a random. I just like random. There's some coffins here. Too many people said random encounters are bad, and I'm like, why are they necessarily bad? Because then it becomes more like a dodging game, you know? You're like, oh, I got to dodge everything. Oh, yeah, okay. And then you can just run. I'm guessing you just run? Yeah. And then they didn't. Yeah, okay. I actually prefer random encounters, but I agree it's generally mapping issues that make on-map Enemy's no fun. You'd never minded random? Yeah. It's just I think people don't like randomness in their games full stop, generally speaking. Why do we make this big thing here in a dungeon? Optional sort of things, places in dungeons should have some sort of reward at the end, maybe. Generally speaking, game design-wise. It's people who grew up after 2K. Fair enough. No, we don't need to teleport back to camp because there's nothing to do. I think. Oh, it's a big one. Watch out. It's a big one. Let's see if we can get it. Otherwise, we might need to grind a bit, right? Cool battlers though. That's just the battle. The maps are a little bland, just a little. Oopsie, I keep doing that little. Every 2 steps is annoying. Yeah, I agree. Oh, there's some creepy. I like the look of that one there. It looks creepy as anything. Okay, let's get rid of this middle one first. Because we've almost finished it off. Oh, crap. Having at least some minimum steps before encounter? Yeah. Like, I also like a customized random encounter formula. Like, you can have, like, minimum, maximum, and then based on how often, you know, where they are in the area, you can change it. You can do all sorts of things with random encounters. Seemingly it's like seeming randomness. Anything that has some element of randomness to it. Marks 1 enemy. I think it's already marked, so we should be fine. Random encounters make it easier to grind. Do random. Yeah, and on screen and normal maps. Okay, that makes sense. I'll just do untouched because I'm tired, and yeah, do whatever you do. You'll suffer later if you want to skip everything. Yeah, I think it just gives your... It doesn't... I'm of the idea that it's good to design a game to funnel people towards certain strategies. That's just my opinion. Because if you give people the option to dodge, that means dodging is like a big part of the game, and it encourages you to think, oh, I have to dodge sometimes. The random encounters need to be more random. That's an interesting phenomenon, Rain, because in my experience, people's general, idea of randomness is actually skewed. Negative outcomes in completely random situations skew people's minds to thinking that negative things happen more often than positive things, even if it is completely random. So that's just the way the human mind works. That's why games do fake randomness, and that's why people don't like true randomness, even in like DMing of D&D and such, because people's idea of randomness is actually skewed ideally towards the positive. And I think that what people think is like a 50-50 split is actually more so like they perceive it when it actually happens is more towards the like 70-30 split. It's an interesting... They're not psychological papers on this and everything. You rather play a skip dodge than spamming escape. That's just me. Well, that's why you remove escape, dog. Sorry, dog. I said dog. Doggo. Pudding. Yeah, that's why you remove escape. No escape. Or make escape hard. Trying to implement minimum travel distance in a straight line from previous encounter point. Going back and forth on small area will suppress encounters. Sorry, grinding aficionados. Right. I mean, you can probably do something, you know. Anyway, I'll give the game another half a minute because I babbled a bit. Phew, that was a tough one. A powerful spirit, clearly. What could be causing so many souls to gather like this? They're not souls. The memories. Huh? All the information a person has accrued over the course of their life. It all flows back to the origin. What's the origin? What are you talking about? Making escape hard, doesn't that infuriate your players? They didn't wanted the combat to begin. If they don't want combat, then they shouldn't play an RPG. Never mind. It's not important. Let's keep moving. They should play a visual novel if they don't want combat. Some modern game gives a bar that fills up when your player's taking a step. Yes, I've seen that in RPG Maker games as well, and there's a script that does that. Huh? What's happening? The floor's giving way. Oh, we're falling. It's quite a funny image. Yeah, you shouldn't play an RPG. No, this is why I probably play more visual novels than RPGs. It's because it's hard to find combat that's actually interesting. Oof, is everyone all right? I think I broke all of my bones. If you're well enough to make stupid jokes, you're well enough to keep moving. Lunis says RPG is the only genre where people want to play the game but skip the gameplay. Now, here's the thing. I've played some RPGs where the combat is amazing. If you want an RPG Maker game where it has amazing combat, in my opinion, Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Combat in that game is great. It has a period near the beginning where it warms up and it's not so great, but then it gets really, really good. And by the end, I'm like, this might be the best combat I've played in a turn-based RPG. I haven't played many of the classics, but I do love this one. So far, I mean, I don't know, Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, I don't know if that counts. I love that combat, but hey. You are joking, right? It's good everyone's safe, but where is this? I suspect we're falling deep within the manifold. What is the manifold? This is kind of a heady kind of concept, by the way. It's kind of weird. I'm also going to give a minute to the timer because I was babbling. Not quite. See how the information from above is flowing down here? The things you call souls? This is, it seems to be a transitory layer between the outside world and the manifold proper. Proper? Really? I think I know what he's referring to. At the academy where I studied, the manifold was theorized to be composed of multiple layers or stratums. It appeared to facilitate the flow of something, but we could never figure out what. The manifold itself was only a theoretical space at the time. We had no way to know just what it entailed. I'm surprised you'd have even managed to figure it out that far without seeing it yourselves, but credit where it's due. What I will say about this plot, and I'll pause to comment on it. I'm finding it quite far-fetched, and I don't quite know how to understand it. Something about the end of all things, a manifold, the creation, transitory space, reaching the manifold center. It's all kind of, it's quite conceptual, but I'm getting no real sense of individual personalities. It would be nice. I mean, I'm a character type of person. What's Agnes's personality? What's the other one's personality? Why is that dude hiding? What's the psychology behind their character? I'm getting a lot of explanation of some heady topics, but it's hard to care about a plot with heady topics if you don't have like an emotional center to connect to. So I'm just finding it a little hard to connect because since there's already so much to connect to, like about a plot, it's just kind of pushing you right in there, like, oh, this and this and this scientific, transitory space, but I'm just trying to figure out there's a way to be expositional while, operating with the conflicts and the character, character conflicts of characters. For example, having one character believe, this is where like a conflict begins, an interesting one in my opinion. Have one character believe one thing, have the other character believe the other thing, and then have them disagree. And then they can talk about their disagreement or argue. And then you've got conflict. So you get a sense of, hey, who do you agree with? How are they going to sort out their conflict? And you just have each character can want something really bad, and they have the big thing that stops them from getting it, and that establishes the conflict that pushes us forward. But for right now, I haven't got any of that so far. So it has been about 20 minutes. In a game that is 60 minutes long, that is about a lot of heady stuff like this, I would prefer, because we've got a blank slate main character as well. So the NPCs, yeah, or they tried to kill each other in a conflict while killing enemies around them. Sort of, yeah. I mean, that's an extreme, that's an extreme example, but it's like set up some kind of conflict between the characters to make us understand the dynamic and what each individual believes, or at least have some distinct personality for each character. Because so far, the battles are serving, they're serviceable. And if the battles are serviceable and not amazing, like, because if the game is about the gameplay and the gameplay is amazing, the story doesn't have to be so good, right? So you can have an amazing gameplay game and the story isn't amazing, but it's fine because the game is about the gameplay, basically. But the gameplay here hasn't been mind-blowing. So I would, for a conceptual story to land, I think we just need to have a little more like conflicts and things to care about between the characters to draw us in my opinion. I guess it doesn't help. I mean, I'm doing a silly voice, but even despite doing a silly voice, I have enough knowledge of story function to understand when story conflicts are being set up, and I don't see much being set up here. Yeah, things like party members disagreeing and both being right from their perspective. I mean, that's the essence of drama, Canned Dinosaurs, right? It's like the idea you get two people disagreeing in a room, and that makes things interesting immediately. It's easy. Sometimes it's better to plan something extreme because it always waters down in the execution. Yeah. I mean, no matter whether the stakes are big or small, I think it's fine to have this type of story. By the way, it's a lot of heady stuff, and you might have to like ease people into the story. But you sort of, if it's such a heady concept as this, I think it's enhanced by either way, whether it's big stakes or small stakes. Having conflict between the characters is at the heart of a good story. Even when you think of some of your favorite stories, there's a very small percentage that coast off concept alone, and even within the concept, there are light conceptual differences between the characters and how they interact. There is a light, sort of we see a little bit of antagonism from that one character, the guy who I've given the obscene British accent to, but we don't know why, and it's important to lay down the stakes clearly so we understand the people first, so we can care about them. But because we don't know why, they're just like, it's because, well, never mind, and that's called like plot blocking. So that's useful in some situations, but a plot that almost considerably consists of plot blocking it doesn't lay down the stakes early enough, which is you're not letting people know enough about the character early enough. Yeah. Anyway, that's how I feel about this. It's generally well serving, but I'm just giving a reason why I might not be fully into the story yet, and it's been 20 minutes. So, but if this is a transitory space, then that means we'll reach the manifold center if we continue from here. Yes, let's get going. You hate when that happens? Yeah, I mean, it can be useful in some situations. I think it's fine in some. It's a technique, right? And it can be used. But just don't use it too much is the idea, I think. And certainly don't make it something that you do for an hour until you finally bring the conflict to the surface at the end. That's sort of mystery box storytelling that doesn't let you into the character's mind, and then you finally learn the character's motivations, but it's too late because you can't explore the character's motivations. Some of the best dramas, you just say what they that's that Hitchcockian idea, like Alfred Hitchcock said, there's a bomb underneath the table, their motivations, and you're like, don't do it, but the other characters don't know. So it's you whose intention, because you know what every character knows, and you're like, this is scary because I know what they want and I know what they want, and they're coming together, but he's hiding it from them. And so letting the audience know what each character wants. This is why the RPGs usually have a scene where it's like the bad guys coming together and doing evil plans, but the protagonist doesn't know, because that creates tension because we know but the characters don't, type thing. Who is the MC that came out of the catacombs? Any history there? Vampire who woke up from a coma? Who knows? It's not a technique, it's a cheat. I will say maybe I differ from the normal Rame in that I think I've seen it in some stories be used effectively. I mean, at some point you do need to order information in a correct way, so you'll have to do some plot blocking implicitly, if not explicitly. So there is always some plot blocking that occurs by the definition of what plot points you put down and what you sort of omit. So you as an author try to find naturalistic ways of creating plot, but you are essentially plot blocking at the end of the day. It's just whether you do it in a way that feels natural enough that it's plausible, you know? Okay, I don't quite know. The map encounter, the map's fault. Why is it? It's sort of a stealthish game. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Oh, oopsies. Fair enough. Yeah. I guess I give that distinction. I guess I give that distinction, Rame, because I don't want people to be allergic to any plot blocking of any kind, because it also is essential. You just need to do it in a way that's invisible and clever and nice. And that's usually what people like, you know, instead of like I mean, I think the thing you probably are allergic to is the thing where the person goes, I'm about to tell you, and big explosion happens, and, you know, it's like, wait, why didn't you tell them? Or like that, I would tell you, but never mind. Like, that's an obvious plot blocking that doesn't work. But if you as a plot person engineer, like, oh, I don't want them to know this yet, so I'm not going to have them in the scene because they, you know, yeah, exactly. It's plot blocking, like you're blocking the information. It's you have to do it, but yeah, it's exactly how you do it in a clever way, I think, because ordering of information and ordering of exposition is also important to the story. So you need to, as a creator of a story, there is some essence of artificial ordering that you have to do. Watch more cartoons, not adult soap operas. I mean, I love adult soap operas. I mean, not soap operas. I love adult dramas and plays. So I'm in that camp, but I also like cartoons. So what in the world? Get ready, everyone. See, the thing about this, I don't know what this means. This thing. What is this thing? It's plot block. Oh, I mean, you could call it plot locking. I've only heard it called plot blocking because you're blocking. But locking and blocking are quite similar. Yeah, locking or blocking the plot. Pretty similar idea. It's the same thing. Low damage, could be instant death. Yeah. Oh no, that's bad. Okay, now we can't heal. We have to... Revives fallen allies. Okay. Oopsies. Wow, this is very bad. No, we weren't fast enough. That is rough. I think it's because I dodged all those enemies, right? Oh well, we'll try again. Yeah. Me going, how come I'm so weak to this boss? Because I've dodged all the enemies. Yeah, I dodged all of them and didn't grind. But we'll see. It seemed like we could win though. I think we could win. I mean, I'm fine with grinding if we get to that. I just wanted to see if I could win by just dodging everything, right? What in the world? Get ready, everyone. Because let's see if we can actually win, right? Like this. Marks one enemy. Yeah. I mean, grinding to me is the feeling, right? I think I've had lots of discussions with people about this, but grinding to me is the feeling of frustration Oh no, sorry. It's the feeling of having to do a thing over and over again until you finally break it to try and break through something. I was going to say frustration, but some people enjoy the idea of grinding, so I think it is just the idea of pushing against something again and again, or leveling up, basically. Yeah. I don't know how you feel when you grind to the max of my game. Well, you allowed it, so that's another thing, is that if you allow something in a game, you know, it's part of your design. So you've sort of allowed it to happen. But I'm pretty sure we're going to win this one, even though we haven't leveled up that much at all. If anything, by dodging all the enemies, we've made it an interesting battle. When it otherwise might not have been. Is it like my fault or the default game progress difficulty? I don't know. Wasn't that your design? If it's your design, I guess, you know, it's just part of your design, I guess, is what I'm saying. And it wasn't a bad thing. I mean, I liked it. Like, for example, a design decision could be, locking off returning to certain areas. If you know, I don't know. I actually don't think that's a bad decision, allowing people to grind. Just gonna say it's designed too lazy to implement story mode. I mean, no, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I kind of liked the grinding, but you know, it just depends on whether you whether it was the experience that you wanted for me. I don't know. That's a harder one, I'll say, to actually figure out whether there's a good solution for that, you know. Anyway, like the fact that I'm actually underleveled for this battle is actually helping it be a good battle. Funnily enough, like this is a decent battle. There's some decisions I have to make. Like I'm like, oh, do I use this item to restore 50% MP for all allies, or do I do the low damage to one enemy, or do I restore 25 HP to Daniel and cure ailments because he's on fire? No, I'll do the... See, there's some interesting decisions. For example, here, do I use the MP, or do I do a damage to this enemy, or do I restore HP? I don't think I'll do that because only 2 of them are low HP. So I'll just do this. So there's actually some interesting decisions because I'm underleveled, which means, I don't know. I don't know what that means. See, do I assassinate? But the only thing about this is it says low chance of instant death, but I don't actually know if this is able to be instant deathed. And I don't think they'll make for an interesting battle anyway. I kind of don't want it to end right now. So yeah, this is pretty good. It's a pretty good battle. I don't know if it'd be as good if I were like fighting as I went along. I think I'd be too strong for it. Extra optional levels to rule grinding players and slightly not good player. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is, Pudding, because your game is quite unusual in structure. So I don't know. I think it's fine as is. Feels fine as is. The reward for grinding for your game is that later battles will be easier. That was close. That thing. Do you know what it was? No, I've never seen it before. Never. See, he's lying. So we know he's lying, but we're just repeating the same beats, which is, oh, I know, but I can't tell you. Oh, I know, but I can't tell you. Like, kind of over and over. We do need failsafe where people are not good at games. I might be in the... I mean, I'm in the category, Rame, I think, where it's your developer's decision to decide whether what crowd they want to cater for. For example, I can't play Sekiro. I'm not good at, like, I'll pause my timer for this, by the way. I can't play Sekiro because I'm not good at, like, fighting all that sort of stuff. But I'm okay with that because I just go, well, it's not my type of game. And then I just walk away because it's clearly aiming for a different niche. I think that's just simply what it should be like, is like not all games are for everyone. That's just my opinion. But like if you are aiming for a certain person and you're missing them, then it's a problem. Well, the game almost got DQ'd because you're too good at it. I would fight for it to not get DQ'd. It appears the only way. Yeah, let's go down. The Empyrean Depths entry. Okay. See, what's Empyrean mean? What is all this? This place, we've almost made it. What do you mean, this place? How much do you actually know? Does it matter? Yes. Yes, it does. See, it's just repeating the same beat over and over. Oh, and we're also talking to this other person, but it shows the other Ida instead. I thought this guy was sketchy before, but this is beyond suspicious. He's hiding something, of course. Yeah, I agree. Oh, wait. This is just us talking to both of them. Okay. I do like the designs, though. Very cool designs. Even if he is, like, we can't afford to let this slow us down. We've gotten this far together. Arguing amongst ourselves will get us nowhere. Fine. I at least trust you two. But if he tries anything... See, there's some decent-ish character writing, you know? They're like, you know, one's a bit more rational, straightforward than the other, and... But I don't know. I'm just not really fully connecting. Why would we go back to camp, by the way? To heal? Is that why? Maybe. Should we go back to camp? Yeah. Oh, is there stuff here? Oh, yeah, full healing. My bad. We'll stay safe, all right? Wonder what's down there. Okay. What's down where? Don't we already know what's down there? Okay. We have to go here. Those two went to the same place, you see? That just went back around. That went there, but then that also went there. So they both went to the same place. That wasn't really a choice. This goes back around to where we were. That goes down there. This one goes over there. Well, maybe we just go down here. Whoopsie. Like there. Oh, right. These all lead to the same place. I should have known. Okay. Yeah, okay. Good, good, good. This is good. Wow, I don't like puzzles like this. I'll just say that much. But like, hey, it's fine. Go down here. Oh, wait, no, this was the same. Okay, my bad. We weren't supposed to go to that place. Well, the thing is that this, well, I guess it makes sense because, like, even if I don't know where that place goes to, if I had actually followed the arrows, I'd know that this place down here leads back up here, so we'll go this way. I also don't think it's a very well-designed slide puzzle even in and of itself. That's just my opinion, but I am a slide person. I'm a puzzle person, so... Why is it going so slow? Message blocked, okay. Let's save... What's this in the corner? Is that because it's a good fight? See, that's a design thing. If it's in the corner, does it mean that it's like an optional good fight? And should I be drawn to it? Why is it so loud? Go loud all of a sudden. I had to turn it down. There. There. Is this like a pudding style secret boss? Whoa, it seems intense. Oh well, never mind. I think we're good. Thornays? What's Thornays? Repulukabe. Have we got some equipment? No equipment. I'm just confused, so we don't have equipment or items or anything like that. Thornace is Ophanim. Oh, I don't know any of the mythology, so I guess I wouldn't know. Ah, crap. No thanks. We'll escape. Oh, you know what I might do though? You know what would be fun? Let's save and see if this works, because I do like when we do this, which is options, off, battle fast. I'm really sorry to everyone, but you know how I am. I love this style of battle, which is like auto battle pets. Let's do this. Yeah. 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 Type of archangel with the ring of fire with eyes. Why is there random? Why is there random counter option? Oh, we can do like random encounters. None, half. I don't know. I don't know. Not sure. Enemies guiding the passage. Door is open. So, well, let's fight. Yeah, let's fight. Let's see how this one goes. Oh well, let's go no, but let's see how this one goes. Fight time. Yeah. We love it. Oh, this is much better. This is like Rame's game. I'm just shooting. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just blasting with my gun. That's what it feels like. See, I blast with my gun and they disappear. I'm sorry, it was a bad comparison. Flame has been extinguished. Oh, that's like a switch for the other side. Fair enough. Yeah, no, it's not even a good comparison at all, Ram. It's just me being silly. Oh, look, I'm blasting. I'm blasting. Oh, order. I wonder if this is what the dev intended, but well, you know. Oh, this is a hard one. Okay, we might die. That's fine. We were defeated. Okay, let's. Okay, let's. Okay. Oh damn, we're all the way back here. Okay, never mind. Okay, well we'll keep going. But just at least I know that those guys are like, you know, not the best. Heal this person, and then this person can be like, heal everyone. Yeah, good. I didn't think that would be so hard. Empyrean key. I need to save every battle, I think. No, wait, that one's hard. Okay, let's grind. Let's grind a bit. So this is what I call good grinding, right? It's funny though, if I fought all these battles, I don't think I would finish within the hour time limit, so it's probably good that I'm like, you know, let's see if I need to optimize any of these. Do I get any? They're not giving us any like equipment? Okay. Wait, did that last one get equipment? No, we didn't. Okay. No equipment. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this requires a key. I didn't even think of that. Okay. Fight time. Me when I'm fighting at the supermarket? What? No. Oh, what's this? Oh, no. Okay, wait. This is actually difficult ones. Fully restore one ally's MP. Oh, no. It's bad. Let's run. No, can't run. Okay. This is a hard battle. Oh, that's a hard one. Okay. Well, at least we saved beforehand. Oh, wait. We didn't save very close. The MP is what's missing here. So then we need to go back and restore our MP. I think that's what needs to happen. Let's save. Let's see if we can do this one. What's the feather? What are these feathers? Exchange for power at the mirror. What is this? Exchange for power at the mirror. Which mirror? It's an issue with 1 hour. We have zero idea about the story. Yeah, we got some idea about the concepts. There's like a darkness and there's going into the deep. But yeah, it just needs to be a little more efficient, I think. I don't know why it goes so much louder for the battles. Okay, flame has been extinguished. That's fine. So we need to go. It said if you look into the mirror, but where's the? Why do we have to go back? Where's the? How do we get back to the mirror? Do we have to go back using? There's not really any mirrors like laid about or anything like that. Oh, this allows you to go back like this? Okay. Oh, so you go back with this. Is there a mirror back here that we should use? Because I can't see one. Oh, is it in that other place over to the east here? This house. Oh, yeah, it's this mirror. I didn't even know. Oh, is this a shop? Okay, so here's the thing. You never told me this is a shop. I don't know. So that's a failure to communicate, I believe, or convey. I didn't know this was a shop that you could actually do stuff in. Or did I see the shop before? Maybe I saw the shop before, but I don't know. I didn't think I did. Oh well. Let's buy these weapons then. Why would I do that if my current weapon is not as good? Like, oh yeah, because it gets more agility, and then this one gets more luck. Is that a good trade-off? I don't know. That's a bad trade-off. Why would I want that? Okay. This is weird. Why would you sell just the best weapon is worse than the thing I have at the very beginning? Okay, let's get 3 plates then. Backstabber has some hidden perk. Oh, maybe it does then. Right. Oh, there's stat upgrades? I should have just bought some stat upgrades. Because these equipment seem like they have, you know. Oh, chance to instantly kill. I see. Okay. Sweet. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so let's just optimize, shall we? There's no reason to go beyond the MacGuffin. Go there, do that has been true for games in ages. I have something to say to our men. It's not as simple as that. I mean, keep it simple is a good thing, right? Yeah, keep it simple. The thing I'd say is that you can do MacGuffin, but get the conflicts right. That's the main thing. It's not, yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, it's about the characters, not the actual thing. That's my idea. It's always about the characters and what they believe and what they and what they're like. That's what makes a character. That's what makes a story interesting to me. Sure, there's concepts and all that stuff, but the concepts are filtered through the characters. That's my opinion. So focus on character conflict would be my advice for storytelling. Have a character want something really bad. Have there be a big obstacle. The obstacle can be anything. Have characters disagree. Have things lie beneath the surface and not be immediately visible. Yeah, have characters talk about something, but they're actually talking about something else in reality. That's the subtext. And whether it's a MacGuffin or whatever, doesn't matter. Well, actually, also the MacGuffin thing is okay because, like, what the real answer to that is the story doesn't matter as long as the gameplay is good. That's another thing. So if you have, that's like, you know, Hero's Realm or whatever, the idea of cutely going around with your friends and like fighting monsters and stuff, that's a good enough conflict, good enough, simple enough setup, you know. Are we gonna die? Hopefully not. There we go. Okay. Let's heal. Let's see. Yeah, let's go down there. Okay, let's yes, we need to teleport back and heal. Dying, just grind some more. True, true. Oopsie. Teleport back to camp. A teleport station should just heal you, I think. Armored man, who dares tread upon this holy ground? Of course, it's you. It's always you. You know I'm not here to talk, Enoch. Yeah, so Daniel knew some stuff. After all this time. You've still earned nothing. I see you've brought allies as well. How unusual for you. Tell me. Do they fight alongside you, knowing what you've planned? What are you talking about? So they indeed know nothing. You three who accompany this man, return from whence you came. There is naught that you accomplish. I truly sympathize with your plight. But this is simply the natural order of things. Natural order? Just as any living being grows frail with age, so too does the world itself succumb to entropy. But this death should not be mourned, as it will give way to new life. Such is the immovable fate of the universe, as was the fate of all those who came before, and all those who are yet to be. So you're saying we should just give up? I'm not going to accept whatever this is, not after everything we've been through, that I've been through. Okay, see, here's interesting, because what's Ida's deal? What has Ida been through? We haven't yet really had a one-on-one character moment with Ida to figure out what's Ida's deal. But they seem quite interesting. They seem quite battle-hardened, you know, ready to fight. A little bit more ready to fight than the other one, the mage. So Ida draws her weapon. Ida, calm down. See, okay, there's a little bit of conflict. Quite nice. We've been through a lot of puzzles, indeed. And Agnes, you know, I feel like there's something behind these characters, you know. Let's think rationally about this. Yes, we can't lose our heads now. You. Enoch looks directly at you. You're not like them. You're from somewhere else, somewhere outside. Draw your weapon. So that is your aim. Enoch points his sword at you. Whatever your purpose may be, I cannot allow you to pass. Know that I hold no ill will against you, but neither can I show mercy. This is my purpose. Oh, that was a good boss fight. Horologi sound found. Ah, has the end come. For me as well. It matters not. Nothing you do will change the way of the world. I pity those you have deceived, into allying with your foolish quest. Know this, for your actions you shall face divine retribution. Delta. Okay? So I still don't quite know the context of what's going on. That's the thing. Sometimes the grounding thing is required where it's like, I actually kind of need to know, amongst all these heady things, what actually is happening here. I don't actually know, like, I don't know who's involved. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why the dungeons are the way they are. I don't know who this is or why anything is happening. Adding reverb to dialogue seems exhausting. Actually, it's delay. Not reverb, it's delay. But anyway, you're annoyed even the villain is plot blocking. Well, that's the thing. I don't think that was the villain. I think that was like some underling of the actual villain. But yeah, it's the idea that like the motivations behind this place and its creation, they're sort of entrenched in code. I don't actually know what this place is or why we're here or who's, it's just like quite... When you do a concept that's quite far-fetched and it's quite out there, it does sometimes pay to have it grounded in some level of logic. Raim. You're talking with a music producer, but anyway, at the very least, the portraits look cool, and it's, I can tell there's good ideas in here. I'm being harsh, but this is just a story and a lesson in storytelling. It needs something to ground it, in my opinion. You're going to tell us exactly what's going on here. Perhaps we should return to the camp. We may have defeated him, but it still isn't safe here. Fine. Yeah, it is quite I would start to say it's starting to become a class in avoiding plot blocking, because we've been plot blocked for a while now, and it's not quite hitting, It's a little bit overdoing on the plot blocking. Because, for instance, if Daniel, on the first, they sort of revealed, okay, fine, I'm here because of blah. Then from there we can progress into something else, Then they can go. Then the characters can react, and then from there we can stew upon that reaction and talk to the individual characters in the party and go, how, like Daniel, he's leading us into the thing, and then the characters can go, I still trust him even though he lied to us and he knows what's happening. And then once we know the evil, we can start to discuss the evil and the strategies about the evil, but we don't know anything about anything that's going on at all. I suppose you should know what oh, here we go. I've ranted. I'll add like 3 minutes to the time because I've ranted quite a bit. But here we go. Here's our beat. Here's what we're going through. Daniel's going to reveal it. Hope it's not just before the end, because it needs a little more after this. The revealing, in my opinion, should happen at like the 33% mark, or earlier. Maybe it should happen 20 minutes in, and then we go from there, because we get the knowledge of it. I suppose you should know what it is we're getting into. The center of Manifold is where the new universe will be born. Starting to think even the dev doesn't know what the plot is, so they keep plot blocking. I'm not going to sort of suggest anything like that, so I won't think about that, but I think regardless of whether they know or don't know, I think that they should let us know or make something up, because to be honest, all storytelling is making things up. So if there's the dev, you don't know, you make it up, and that becomes the story. What's that supposed to mean? Haven't you figured out yet? The world is dying. I mean, they just make the game hoping the plot idea will appear mid-dev. I mean, okay, I'm going to pause. I'll be honest. There can be good stories that can be made like that. I don't know. We can make the conclusion after an hour Benny finished the game. Who knows? Nothing any of us to do will save it. What? The universe exists in an endless cycle. Once it's run its course, all its information is pulled into the manifold and reformed to create a new universe. See, this is a nice context. I would have put this at about 20 minutes in, and then had several of these. So you reveal like layers of this through the characters' interaction with different characters in the universe, slowly revealing the logic of what's happening here, instead of dumping it all at the end, which I don't think is very fun. And the ones who oversee the construction of reality, the 6 stars who govern the passage of time, they're known as the Horologium. You're just playing too slow? Whatever. The Herologium. I believe I heard about them at the Academy as well. 6 supreme beings that oversee all. Ancient records mention contact with the earthly realm perhaps once every few hundred years, but no definitive proof of their existence has survived. So what, are we supposed to fight the gods? They may be divinity, but they're not invincible. And I'm going to destroy them. But how would that not stuff out the universe entirely? Not just our own, but any hope of a new universe will die as well. Hold on, you said the Herologium only oversees creation. The manifold itself is what creates the universe. Maybe we could hijack it and fix our world. Would that even be possible? Even if there was, there's no point. The universe's death would simply be delayed. Your new world would still meet the same fate. That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. What, you want all of reality to just disappear? See, now this is a conflict. This is good. This is what you want all throughout, in my opinion. This scene right here should have happened a lot earlier. This is a disagreement between characters. Daniel is revealing something. Characters are getting mad. They're conflicting with each other. Hijackers Fantasy Current. To be honest, I'm not a stickler for that type of thing. I don't really care about that. But what I like here is that there is a core conflict. Maybe your immersion broke. I don't mind. What I'm happy about is that we're getting a story now. You're not serious, are you? Come on, you two are with me, right? See, disagreement. This is good. This is what I would consider to be the first truly well-written scene in the game, in my opinion. Regardless of, there's immersion breaking, whatever, and hijacking, etc. This character's got glasses. Glasses are that's not a modern invention per se, but it doesn't mean that we aren't in a post-apocalyptic universe or whatever, or, because this is a surreal place, so it could be. I don't know. I don't care as much. I think perhaps we should leave things as they are. We're just humans. Do we truly have any right to interfere with the order of the universe? Maybe Enoch was right. This is simply how things are meant to be. I can't accept that. There are powers beyond your understanding to control. We can't just change the way the world works, but simply because we don't like it. I've noticed just one thing. Small, what's it called? Technical thing. All the portraits, you can see the bottom edge of it. If you just move it a little bit down, it'll be fine. See, it's cut off at the bottom. So if you just move it a teensy bit down so it's on the edge of the window space, it'll be better. Unbelievable. You really want everything we've done to have been for nothing? I didn't say that. See, this is a good scene. Capital G, good scene. Have them happen earlier. Have them happen more often. Etc., etc. Then what are you saying? Now he turns to you. You're being quiet. Do you have anything to say? I don't know. I'm just going to be silent. Really? Nothing? I'm going to the manifold. If any of you decide to stop bickering and join me, you'll be waiting. Wait, I moved while the cutscene was happening. Hey, wait a minute. Get back here. Wait, what? No. No. Oh, man. I reset the cutscene because I'm silly. You need to restrict player movement. Hey, it's not my fault. The game allowed me to do it. Let's go to Ben and Shack and use the shop while we're at it. Let's get wait, I want to get the one where like the attack goes up. Hey, that couple Rex, yeah, couple Grammys on it, couple that, hey, that's a fact. That is that. Welcome in, Karunus. How you doing? How's it going? How's it going? Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. We're gonna shout out Karunus. How you going? What have you been up to? Oh, sorry, my bad. I shouted out someone wrong. This is Someone else. You're raiding. Welcome in Stardust Heart. Oh no, I timed out the shout out mechanism. I paused the game. By the way, I'm judging for the RPG Maker Game Jam 2025, and as such, I have a timer in the bottom right that is for stuff. Oh, they're doing RPG Maker content. Yay! Well done. You're playing RPG Maker Game Jam games too. Awesome. Do you make a Game Jam game? Or are you just playing them? Because either way, welcome in. We're doing some judging. I'm one of the 6 judges for the RPG Maker Game Jam, and I'm sorry to the VOD watchers because I have been babbling a lot about story function in this game, but I think it's very important. What games did you play, by the way? And how did you find them? Hopefully not too many spoilers, because I'm almost at the end of my my set of them. But yeah, hopefully everything is going well. Like, I bought 41 permanent attack boosters, and we're gonna use 8 each. Oh wait, 41 divided by, what's 41 divided by 4? 10 each. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yeah, I did leave a comment on another jam thing, but I haven't done all of them, sadly. You played 6 Streets in again? Oh, that's awesome. Fortuna Street, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hopefully it was good. Hopefully it was good enough. But yeah, I've just been playing. I've played, around 70 something entries, and I'm coming up to the end. I've got about 5 left, 6 or 5 left. I suppose you should know what it is we're getting into. Oh yeah, that's right, the scene. So what happened with this one is we moved while the scene was happening, because we're cool like that. Now Benny is OP. Yeah, they've given us the option, so we've got a lot of stat boosts. I'm gonna say we should fix the world now. Yeah. We're back here. Wow. Oh dear, I have a bad feeling about this. Let me move while I'm okay. Cool. All right. Now we're just by ourselves. Get to the Empyrean depths, sure. Okay, so I just used all of those stats on nobody. With the gatekeeper vanquished, the path to creation lies open. Let's go. Let's go. We're playing The Stars Are Gone. Oh, see, I need to start the timer again, but that's fine because we have wasted a lot of time. You who have journeyed through this plane of existence. Thank you, Rhyme, for noting. But mind you, I've been babbling a lot, so well. You have seen much in your time here, but now that time is nearing its end. The myriad perspectives you have encountered. What do they... Sorry, my cough. What do they mean to you? Is any one more right than the others? Perhaps, perhaps not. True objectivity is difficult, if not impossible. Sorry. If not impossible to grasp. You played 34 out of 275 games, most of them on your channel, so if you don't want to play... Oh, okay, nice. No, I have to. I'm a judge. I have to play the games. What's your favorite so far, by the way, Karunist? Awesome to see you've played most of the games. A lot of the games, mind you. But now you must make a choice. What sort of future do you believe in? Do you believe in any future? Show me the will you have been given. I will mend this broken world. I see. Stop corrupting the judge, Fortuna says. Yeah, corrupt me. No, just kidding. You can tell me my worst if you want to know that. Probably best. I want to know what your favorite is. So you aim to restore this world to what it once was. You will resist the course of nature for the sake of those that reside within it. I shall respect your will. Now go. See your journey to its conclusion. Witness the end. This is kind of spooky. So that campfire scene was really, I will say, it was very, very good. The writing of the thing is very, very good. I like the campfire scene. I just want more of that good writing everywhere. Is that you? I'm glad you're here. I haven't been completely abandoned. The others around here somewhere, but All that stuff Daniel said. I'm going to give this game, I'll be honest, I'm going to give this game like a few minutes because I think everyone here can agree. I have been babbling about stuff that are not necessarily related to the game, so I think it's fair that we give it a few minutes. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit late, Bram, I do think so. And it would have been even more late if I didn't, you know, do auto battle for those battles. All that stuff Daniel said, if he really intends to end the universe entirely, we have to stop him. We can't let him destroy any chance at a future. And Agnes, I can't say I don't understand her point of view, but just letting things continue as they are isn't a good answer. One of the best games got eliminated from the jam game. Anyways, what got eliminated? Was it one that I played? What got eliminated? Hellish Night. I've never... Oh, was it a copyright thing, was it? Oh. We've got to make sure the world we've always known, is saved. Everyone who's died, we can save them. We just played a game before this one where they played Insane Clown Posse, a track from Insane Clown Posse. One hellish night. RPG Invader. Oh, I love RPG Invader. That was funny. It was very short, but I've talked to Wrath of Wood about it. It was made in one day. I was like, man, Wrath of Wood, you are a funny guy. Met them in real life. Agnes, you're so set on restoring the world to what it once was. Yes. What? I mean, yeah, but Agnes attacks us. Agnes, what are you doing? I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to continue. This is interesting too. This is interesting. Cycle of the universe is not something humans are meant to interfere with. Now, here's the thing as well. This point of view, it would be interesting. For example, you could have moments where we talk to each person individually and find out why they believe. You know, it's like, oh, I had a sister. They were blah blah blah, but then that taught me that I shouldn't interfere with this or that. You know, it's like getting to know the character, why Agnes would not want humans to interfere and why they would want humans to interfere. Because maybe this person was like, I just let it happen. I didn't do anything. We as a humanity need to... So there's like a reason why humans need to blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. RPG Invaders. I finished that in like 3 minutes. Can dinosaurs. Yeah. I was worried this might happen. Agnes, please, I don't want to fight you. What do you aim to do jeopardizes every possible future. You would sacrifice an entire universe for the chance of reviving your own. Rain, what happens is that if it gets DQ'd, Itch handles it really weirdly, and I'll pause my timer for this. Itch apparently, and even the game's host, the RPG Maker host, they don't like this, is that when it gets DQ'd, it is removed from the submissions list. You found me while playing Food for Home? Oh, yeah, that was unfortunate. Food for Home had quite a lot of cute stuff in it, but it just was broken. So that was unfortunate, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna follow you, by the way, Karunist. I should follow you. There we go. So I can raid into you when you're streaming or whatever. We've made up our minds. We don't want to fight, nor do I. But if you insist on to continue down this path, you leave me no choice. Let us end this. Okay. Good fight, good fight. Ah, I've failed. I cannot let it end like this. Agnes? Oh, sorry, I need to press timer again. Forgive. Agnes falls over dead. We killed her. I'm sorry. Ida falls to her knees. Why does it always have to end in death? We found bundled energy elixir. Welcome in, Asuka. Hey, Mr. Asuka's in my chat. I feel very good about it. It's so cool to have him here. Have a good alert, Mr. Asuka. Mr. Asuka came to my chat. I don't know. I feel giddy. Thanks. I had to use some devil magic. Fortuna Street taught me to get into that game. Mr. Asuka's the reason I met Rosie and Mino and a lot of cute people. So I'm like, that's cool. Cool to have them in my chat. Yeah, let's go. Dark fairy magic. An invisible force is blocking the way. Oh, it's invisible. I guess it's invisible. Thanks, I had to use some devil magic. Fortuna taught me to get into that game. Ah, I see. Nice. Okay. You. What exactly do you hope to accomplish? Will you simply turn back the clock? Revive every unfair death? That's exactly what I'm going to do. The world is broken. I'm going to fix it. Sorry, that voice is not good. How short-sighted can you possibly be? Let's say if you do fix this world, then what? Everyone's just happy forever. Then you'll be right back to where you are now. Now, here's the funny thing. I actually care about this game now. Are you're still able to search your friend's DQ'd submission? Okay, maybe they did remove it, Ram. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I thought it just got removed. But there's the thing, I actually do care because you're showing different perspectives and they're disagreeing and the reasons why. Now I care. Funny how that happens, right? You get invested when characters actually show their character. Shut up. I don't care about whatever crap you have to say. If you're going to stand in my way, I'd raise his weapon. Stand aside. Cat found the plot. Exactly. Humph. Let's just get this over with. Okay. Oops. Okay. So here's the thing. The time is over, and apparently I do have to judge based on what I just played, but I'm just going to play to the end of the game because it's not because it's compulsory, but because I want to. And I won't judge it based on the ending. But I figure my opinion about the game is just the same. Go make a perfect world, I'd be waiting. Okay. So technically I've used my hour, but I'll just keep playing to the end because I'm interested. That's all. Bundled healing elixir? I guess so. Still there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how the submissions work and all that jazz, but I don't think it'll hurt to play a little more. Generally, the idea is to play around an hour. There's technically no thing that says a judge cannot play a game in the jam for more than an hour. It's just a general thing to stop judges from playing too much of a game. From being required to play too much of every game. But yeah, you can enter your judging guard, then continue playing the game. So technically there actually is, yeah, I am allowed to play and even judge, well, but I think ideologically I shouldn't really technically, well, I don't like to judge based on anything beyond the hour. But I think it's generally an hour-long thing. So it's not like, oh, yeah, there's nothing, I guess, within the rules, I think, that says that. Yeah, it's to prevent the judge from playing too little of the game, and it's also to protect the judge from being required to play too much of every game because there's literally like 80 entries you have to play. So, but now I'm kind of interested. So, you who wishes to restore that was one for whose you truly understand what it is you hope to accomplish. That's why I'm skim reading, because you're the ones responsible. Cycle must remain unbroken. You believe yourself capable, blah, blah, blah. We're more than capable. Fools. Okay, they fight us. There's so much. Okay, cool. I don't really want to play anymore anyway. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. That might have been a good fight if I did it myself, but I just kind of wanted to do auto battle. They revive and duplicate. Maybe if I'd put some strategy in it, it would have been fine, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to judge anyway beyond that. Anyway, the stars are gone. All right, let me judge. All right. Let me put some background music on. Is it required for participants to say beyond expectations? Because it keeps getting really annoying when they wink at the screen. It is not required. In my favorite, in the entry that got the highest in beyond expectations for me, a character didn't say beyond expectations, but it did say beyond expectations on screen as part of a mechanical success message, which is fine. And then in my second favorite, they didn't even say expectations or beyond at all, but I felt like it was I felt like it was like that. I don't generally like, my favorite thing is when it's obvious that it is beyond that the theme is beyond expectations, but they don't have to say it out loud. It can probably give you a safe way to indicate how it's beyond expectations, but I feel like if it's required for you to explain, then maybe it isn't made clear enough. There was a game I played recently where it was obvious it was beyond expectations, and I heard them say it. I'm just like, okay, well, I already knew that, you know. I guess they want to be safe, but like, it's a hard one. I personally, if I was the, you know, executor of the jam, I wouldn't have so much points put into theme. Makes it a little harder to judge, but that's just me. I would have just made the theme just a sort of way to ensure that you are basically making the game as part of the jam. And like, hey, it is what it is. I think at the end of the day, I just want to play some good games, right? That's basically it. All right, so this is a game called The Stars Are Gone. Let me turn this down a bit. So let me think about The Stars Are Gone. I've already given a lot of my thoughts, and I'm sorry if the dev feels I was being a bit harsh or if I was not taking certain things seriously. I was just using some silly voices. Overall, there actually are quite a few good qualities about this. There is a concept here that has been thought out, and it is a central sort of focal point for these characters, which have cool portraits to go through these dungeons and try and, I guess, they come to a crucial final point, and I actually feel like the part where they argue about what to do with the universe is the best part, because you finally get a sense of what each character's idealistic notions are, but I don't think those are explored very well throughout the game beforehand. At the end, I do think actually like the final like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of what I played was my favorite part, because we finally got into the nuts and bolts of what each character thought. I don't really know where they come from, what their histories are. You could, that's a ripe ground for, like, you know, having a campfire moment with characters, and then they sort of say, well, I used to be this. I had a life, and then, you know, I tried to save my sibling, but then they died, and I felt like I could have done more. We have to do more, and that could be the essence of what the person with the axe, their motivation is like, in life I have been passive in the past. I will not let anyone die again. So if we are to let this world die, it won't be by my hands. You know, that kind of logic where you get a sense of like how the character's history shapes them, and then how that belief was formed, and then how it kind of clashes with others. It doesn't have to be like that, but I felt like it was a good opportunity to be able to provide depth to the characters. Like for the mage, you could say something like, oh, I studied by the book. I did everything by the book, but everyone else, they broke the laws and they ended up ruining everything for everyone. We should keep things as they are. We shouldn't ruin the way that the natural world has formed. Humanity just keeps touching things and changing things and, like, you know, ruining everything. So I think we should just let nature and humanity do its course, because people doing things out of what they think is right has always screwed everything out, you know? So I think, like, you know, providing some depth of character, then you get the sense of like, well, where did these characters come from? Why are they the way they are, you know? And then you get, yeah. So it doesn't have to be as obvious as that, but I mean, in this scenario, I felt like that was a natural thing to do. But yeah, overall, I'm not offended by it. This is a decent thing all around. I think the battles, they're just, like, if they took that long to do an auto, they would have taken just as long if I did them manually. I just felt like there were optional battles, and when I played them, they didn't seem to have many layers, etc, etc. But I think it's it just needs a little bit more narrative push. That's all it needs. It needs a bit more of bit more central sort of and you've provided me also with options to speed things up in a way where I can skip battles. So I use those options. I'm sorry if that offends you, but sometimes you shouldn't provide options if you don't want people to go that way. For example, the option to dodge around all the enemies or this or that, you know. By giving people these options, you also give them the option to skip your gameplay if you want to. Really is up to you. F by Fortuna Street, indeed. So yeah, that's how I felt about the game. It's very cool. I'm just gonna address what thing that people are saying in the chat. If submission has beyond in the title, for me, that's fine. It's like a neutral thing. It's not above or beyond. It's just like a thing that exists, and then we just go from there. Because technically, a normal game could have beyond in the title, in the game title, and you wouldn't blink an eye if it wasn't, you know, if you didn't know about a theme called Beyond Expectations. You know, it's only if it starts to be like, well, this is weird dialogue, you know, that is said, then it's like, okay, so it's the idea I like to use is the idea I like to use is basically just like is basically, thank you for the Titanic flute, is basically like, would it be out of place if I didn't know about the theme, you know? To know what it feels like adding a feature remove gameplay is actually to enhance the experience. Yeah, I mean, the better thing is just to make good gameplay. Yeah. I would rather not have an option to skip but gameplay. I would just rather have good gameplay. All right, so let's I'm a judge for the RPG Maker Game Jam 2025. Thank you for the game. By the way, every game is a gift, and I felt like I was a little harsh on this one, but I do know that the developer has a lot of talent, so I'm kind of, the bar is high. I am judge for the RPG Maker Game Jam. Sorry, I'm a judge for the RPG Maker Game Jam 2025, so I am judging it on contest sort of, things, standards. Let's go to me judging each of the 5 categories, which are theme, gameplay, engagement, presentation, and polish. Theme being, so the first one is theme. I'll say I'm going to type some notes out for myself, and I'm going to say them out loud while I type them. These are basically for creating notes to write my review later on your pages, which I am sadly lacking behind on. But yeah, the stars are gone. Theme is how much should it fit beyond expectations. What I will say is the game's concept and themes were quite unexpected. There was a fourth wall breaking element where we were prevented from making a particular decision because of fate. I feel as if the choices that were presented to us were to push them right in our faces and encourage player participation. The stakes were at a surreal and universal tilt. These were sort of about whether the hero's capabilities exceeded expectations. Some of these interpretations of theme by myself are a bit charitable, but they have some benefit of the doubt. I'd say maybe some clarity about the theme and perhaps some centrality to the game's concept and gameplay might prove more points to increase. Something like that. What's this called? Look for good gameplay. What I like about this jam. Yeah, good gameplay is good. Gameplay is one of the categories for sure, and engagement is quite connected to that. I like story as well. Sleeping is good, but I have sleep issues, you know. Sleep issues are a real thing. I see people are, being guardian fairies to each other. So that's my thoughts about the theme. It could be more direct. I don't quite know, Gameplay. gameplay. Ooh. Dungeons flowed along kind of nicely in a way. A lot of the dungeons puzzle mechanics seemed quite straightforward and trivial, and the gameplay was simple enough that I enabled auto battle, and most battles were completed by themselves. The game was long enough that I felt this was warranted. But the battles I did play by myself, I like those emojis all over, by the way, weren't very impressive to me. No, sorry, I shouldn't say that. That they did play by myself, needed a bit more meat on the bone. Let's just say that. So that's the idea of that one. It's okay. It's okay. Engagement. Story got decent to really good near the end, but it was too late. Needed more character conflict earlier, more things to care about. Just exploring and giving context, bit more context would be better. There was a lot of plot blocking, I'll tell you later type stuff. But overall, the ideas were okay. Oof, big oof. Ken says, I was thinking of sneaking that in as a piece of dialogue, my optional part of the game, but I ultimately didn't. Does anyone say, what is it? I guess, what's on? Does anyone say, I guess, what was said earlier? I don't know. I guess we were really the beyond expectations. Yeah, the Suicide Squad type thing. We were the beyond expectations, were the friends we made along the way. Yeah. Engagement. So the engagement was kind of there. Presentation. Portraits were great. They were very cute. Monsters were also good. Maps could use some work. Let's go with that. Polish. Generally good, except near the end where there was a cutscene where you could walk around and enter a map while the cutscene was happening. There we go. That's my idea of the game. Thank you so much for making the game. Every game is a gift, and you are cherished and you are loved. And keep making games. This is The Stars Are Gone. Thank you very much. End of recording. Hopefully my stream doesn't crash. If it does, tell me.